How's it going, guys? It's your boy Poppy Wolf, and today we're going to be doing something we haven't done in the channel for a while. I kind of been lacking, I admit it. I'm so sorry, but we're going to go back into just the neckbeard, content that we usually do on this channel. So yeah, so this week we're doing Tales of Neckbeard, and let's just jump right into the story, shall we? I mean, we got like two good stories today, and they're pretty lengthy. So let's just jump right in because these guys look like they're going to be some fun. So this story is called "I Dated an Mentally Abusive Neckbeard," and this comes from Goth Girl with Autism. Aw, well, this is gonna sound horrible, I guess, because if she has autism, this guy abused her. This is all types wrong. Oh, I hope it's better than it sounds. Hi Reddit, how's everyone? I'm doing well, if you're asking. Sorry, I'm answering her questions. I hope everyone is well. I have this story and my friend told me about Reddit Neckbeard stories. They told me that you might enjoy it. Well, we're gonna see. Trigger warning, toxic relationship. Well, you come to the right place because I am a connoisseur of the toxicity. Background. I was a freshman in high school. Due to my autism, I have an all-white service dog named Ghost. Oh, that's so cool. Wait, due to my autism, I have an all-white service dog? For what? Like, is your autism prevent you from, like, wait, I'm curious. If anyone could tell me why they need a service dog, I would really appreciate it, because I thought service dogs were only for, like, blind people or, people who can't seem to, like, grab things or reach things. I would like to know why. Characters. OP, me, a 14-year-old autistic girl who loves anything gothic and horror. Bellatrix from Harry Potter was my style icon. You know what? Bellatrix is cool, though, like... I mean, I hate her. She killed my favorite character, but we're not going to be talking about that. Ghost, my service dog. He's best boy and helps me not. Oh, so that's what he's for. He helps her not go into a panic attack. Okay, I get that. I mean, I've hung out with people with autism who freak out over things, and they like, especially when things kind of go out of array for them, or they don't really understand it, or it's something that's very like emotionally crippling that they're trying to like get a grasp on. So I do get that. That's interesting. Fred, my best guy friend. He's a triplet. Oh, he's the most amazing guy I ever met. Ghost likes him. Aw. Fred's triplet. Fred, George. Oh, she's doing Harry Potter characters. I was like, wait a minute. George, Fred's triplet brother. Same as Fred, but he spoils my dog. Lee, last triplet brother. My future fiance, but I didn't know yet. Oh, she married him? Oh, my future fiance, but I didn't know yet. Smart, funny, nerdy. Thanks to him, he got me out of the toxic relationship. I'm so happy. Oh, my best friend since middle school. She's smart and a badass. You don't want to cross her. I get that. Greg, the neckbeard. When I first met him, he's kind of Greg. When I first met him, he's kind of compassionate. Then later on, he was judgmental, controlling, and horrible. He's tall, obese, and just a horrible person. Most of them are. So let's jump right into the story. My brother dropped me off at high school. It was my first day. Ghost was next to me with his harness, and I had papers to make sure I don't get in trouble. People stared at me as I walked into the building. Hope saw me. Hi, OP. Hey, Hope. Ghost wagged his tail as Hope pet him. How are you feeling? Me. Nervous. I panic a bit, but Ghost helped me. Hope. I have some people that you have to meet. They're my new neighbors, triplet brothers, and they're all kind. Me. I hope they accept Ghost. Ghost is a best furry friend. We walked to the main office. Secretary. Hi. Ooh, we do not allow animals. Me. He's a surface animal. I'm OP. I'm supposed to drop off these papers about my dog. Oh, of course. Let me see the papers so I can put them in the records. I handed the papers and I felt a tap. Hi. May I pet your dog? I'm sorry, but he's working. What does he do? Me. He helps me through panic attacks and makes sure I'm not overwhelmed. Oh, so she's like, okay, so I can see where her, like, on the spectrum where she's at. After 10 minutes of talking to the secretary and making sure my teachers know about Ghost, I walked to the cafeteria with Hope. Students stared at me and Ghost as we walked. Me. I'm gonna grab breakfast. Can you watch Ghost? Hope. Okay, the triplets will be here soon. Me. Ghost, sit and stay. My purse has treats if you want to give him. My purse has treats if you want to give him one. I walked to the kitchen and grabbed breakfast. I bumped into Greg. Help her. Me. Oh, hi again. I walked to the cashier and paid for my breakfast sandwich. I walked to the table. I saw 3 guys talking to Hope. Me. Hi, was Ghost good? Hope. Yes. OP, this is Fred, George, and Lee, my neighbors. They all said hi. Me. I invited Greg to the table. Once Greg joined us, we all chatted and I fed Ghost and made sure he went to the bathroom outside so I don't miss class. 3 months later, Greg and I hung out a lot. We started dating. It was my first relationship. I was trying to figure out the whole relationship thing since I wanted him happy. 2 months later, so this is 5 months after she starts school, he made me stop talking to my friends. He said I should be lucky that he downgraded for an autistic girl who needs a service dog. I felt alone. My panic attacks gone worse. I cry when he's gone. My grades got worse. I thought this was normal. When I was at school, I didn't sit next to guys because it would make Greg mad. I didn't want to argue with him. I lost connection to Hope because she didn't support the relationship. Greg just took over my social life. He never hit me, but telling me that I was a stupid autistic girl hurts a lot more. Dude, fuck this guy. Honestly, hold on. I gotta get out of the story real quick because, dude, who fucking says stupid shit like that, dude? Yo, you're a stupid autistic girl. What the fuck is your fucking problem, dude? I ever met a piece of shit like this, I'll fuck him up. I'll show him who the real fucking little girl is, bro. I'm just saying, bro, that shit ain't no fucking joke. You're out here making someone feel worse, and it already, like, it's hard if you have like an existing condition where you can't really control anything that happens. I get that. It's definitely hard insecurity to overcome, but there's a way. But with people like this who just kind of like attack you on something you can't even control, something that you have some control over, like this girl obviously has her support dog. She probably understands that she's autistic and she's very self-aware, and she's kind of, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? She's aware enough, and she's working on her social cues enough to where she knows what she likes and doesn't like. And the fact that she keeps she's aware that she doesn't like this kind of talk hurts, because she knows this makes her feel bad, and this guy just keeps like attacking her, making her feel that, oh, she should be lucky to have a guy at least. And dude, fuck this guy, dude. Fuck this guy with a 10-inch pole, bro. Because if anyone said that to like me, like made me feel like crap, I would beat the fuck out of them. But that's just me. I know this girl has a lot going on for her, so it's kind of hard. But at the same time too, I hope the OP like he gets a happy ending at the end of this. All right, let's keep reading. He made sure that I lost friends so no one can make me leave him. At the end of my freshman year, I lost my friends and I pushed people away. Sophomore year, a year later after she started, Lee and I was put together. Okay, the spelling is gonna be fucking my day up. Lee and I were put together for a project. This upsets Greg, and we fought a lot more. Lee and I talked. Ghost wags his tail, and having fun with him makes me happy because Lee gives him treats, and I actually felt safe. Lee, I miss this. Me too. Greg hates it when I hang out with the opposite gender. Lee, we all miss you and Ghost. Your relationship is toxic. Me, no, but no one would ever want me besides him. Lee, you're wrong. I will not sit here and listen to you talking bad about yourself. Greg is wrong. I was in tears. I broke down and told Lee everything. Lee notified the principal of what's happening and got my classes switched. I got the courage to break up with Greg. A year after a year together, I got my friends back. We went to the student lounge and hung out. We all cried and made a promise that we won't let people destroy our friendship. At 18, we got matching tattoos. Freshman year of college, Lee and I started dating. He showed me how a real man treats a lady. Now we're engaged and I couldn't be happier. Thank you for reading. I'm sorry if my grammar sucks. or you find this cringe. I wish you all the well, and I hope you enjoy my story. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my lord. I'm so happy for OP, and fuck Greg, yo bitch. But this is so cute. I'm so happy that this league guy was, you know, um, see, I don't want to say he was brave enough, but I'm happy that he was able to be, the person to be in the friend to be like, hey, I hate how this guy makes you feel, and I hate that you feel like you can't ever find anyone else. And I feel like that's why, like, when it comes to people with physical disabilities or even mental disabilities, like, a lot of people think that, oh, they can't find romance, they can't find love, and they put themselves in that, like I'm happy with what I should be happy with what I get. And I think that's a very limiting kind of mindset. That's a weak mindset for yourself. You should never think that you have to settle for somebody because there's no one else who wants you for who you are. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what you have going on wrong with you. Like, there's always somebody who can accept you and is willing to go the distance for you because they appreciate you as a person. And no matter like disability or what do you call it? Physical, mental disability, even emotional disability, because there are some people like who just can't really bond with people, or they have a trouble bonding with people, I should say. And I'm just happy that this poster was able to she was able to get, her I don't want to say story across, but she was definitely able to just, get over that and realize, like, she deserves better, and she deserves her friendship, and she deserves everything else. I'm so happy for her. I'm so happy that she got engaged to this guy too. Like, it's just so cool. Anyways, and I don't know the Lee name. I feel like that's a Harry Potter reference, but I don't know who Lee is, so I feel out of the loop. I'm just happy this was a happy ending. Anyway, let's jump right into the next story. And this story comes from Adam the Neckbeard. This has been uploaded a lot, and it doesn't really have an actual. Yeah, it's posted by another subreddit called Adam the Neckbeard, so I'm guessing this guy has his own subreddit. Anyways, let's jump right into the story. It's called I Go to College with the Neckbeard, or Adam the Neckbeard I Go to College with. Anyway, let's just jump right in, because I'm really lagging behind on these stories. This is a story of a neckbeard I go to college with. I made a Reddit account just to write this because I refuse to let this story go untold. This neckbeard is a janitor this year, studying civil engineering. This neckbeard is a junior. My bad, not a janitor. This neckbeard is a junior this year, studying civil engineering. The events of the story are still happening, but since we're in college, I'll call our neckbeard Adam. Not his real name. Adam's weirdness, creepiness, and foul smell are well known among our year at the college. It's a relatively small school, so even if you know Adam personally, there's a good chance you have at least heard stories of him. There is another person on campus with the same name, so people call him Good Adam and the neckbeard Bad Adam. On the off chance someone from my school reads this, they'll immediately recognize who the story is about, so I'll try not to identify myself if possible. Smart man. Adam doesn't really look like a typical neckbeard. He's not fat. In fact, he's quite skinny. He's very out of shape though, so much that walking up a flight of stairs gets him noticeably out of breath. Adam has a short black and thick beard. Has short black hair and a thick beard, which seems to connect right down to his chest hair. No, baby, no. Adam doesn't dress like a neckbeard at all, though. He's hardly the forefront of fashion, but the clothes he wears are in no way out of the ordinary. He usually just wears jeans, t-shirts, sneakers with the awful BO and an unwashed ass. Oh my god, the roasts. What's certainly out of the ordinary for Adam's smell. Okay, so that's where the smell comes from. Adam's smell literally lingers on the air in places he's been. It's so bad that someone on campus nicknamed Adam he who does not wash. Oh, the roast, bro. Come on, bro. Be self-aware of your body odor. Adam is studying engineering, and he's made it to his junior year, so he's at least moderately intelligent. Adam genuinely doesn't know a lot about topics, but he considers himself far more intelligent than he is and talks out of his ass and anything and everything if given the chance. In most cases, it's very obvious that he's completely making everything up. Oh, I know tons of people like that. Adam was raised Jewish and considers himself an observant Jew. He's extremely interested in Judaism and in the country of Israel. He can often be found talking about both subjects to anyone he's with. Okay, it's nice to be dedicated to your religion. Before I start telling more tales of Adam, I think I need to establish the characters that will be relevant to the story. All the names I use in the story are fake, by the way. Matthew was Adam's friend from freshman year. He's also known as an observant Jew. But unlike Adam, he's never rubbed his religious views in everyone's face. In fact, besides being Jewish, he and Adam have basically nothing in common. Matthew was very friendly and outgoing. He liked running and going to the gym, and his hygiene was perfectly fine. There's always one person in your friend group who is like the alpha, in a sense. Steve was a friend of Matthew's, then by proxy, friend of Adam's. Oh, okay, I see how this guy has friends. Steve and Matthew met at the beginning of the freshman year. They were running and went to the gym together. It was through Matthew that Steve and Adam met. Steve is a nice guy. He tolerated Adam, whereas many people just shunned him. As a result of this, Adam considers Steve a good friend. Steve also studying engineering, so Adam bothers him with questions frequently. Kevin is Adam's roommate from freshman year. They were randomly assigned to live together over time. Kevin and Steve became friends too because they had class together. But while Steve tolerated Adam's presence, Kevin openly disliked him. And after they moved out, Kevin refused to talk to Adam at all. Oh, smart. Jack is another person Adam considered a friend. He and Adam met because they had classes together. He made the same mistake that Steve did. Taught and tolerated Adam just enough to make Adam consider him a friend. When Steve wasn't available, Adam turned his annoying attention to Jack. Oof. That makes sense. First, Adam is shockingly inept. Socially inept. Some people around the school theorize that he has a mild autism. I'm not a psychologist, but I personally don't believe that he does. Adam is remarkably bad at interacting with other people for sure, but he has none of the other typical symptoms of autism. I believe he's very strange and lives in his own bubble of reality. I should note that although Adam is very creepy, I believe he doesn't actually have any malice intent. He's just awful at social interactions, and here are some of the highlights. Let's read these, shall we? Okay. Adam likes to... Oh, what? Adam likes to take long walks late at night. Along these walks, if Adam sees someone he remotely knows, he will follow that person and bother them until they get wherever they're going. People, especially girls, are very uncomfortable having this creepy, smelly homunculus appear out of the darkness and follow them around. Yeah, dude, that is a big no-no, especially late at night. Like, that is the most vulnerable and, like, creepy time of night to, like, even approach people. Adam is unable to comprehend when a group of people are splitting apart. One time, Adam was bothering a person named Nick. Nick was walking to his dorm, and Adam followed him. Nick opened the door and said, "See you later, Adam," and walked into his room. Adam followed Nick into his room, continued bothering him. Nick had to say, "Get out of my room, Adam," before he had to get the hint. Oh, wow. Okay, so you know what? Maybe this guy might have not a mild case of autism, because if someone says "see you later" and you walk into their room, that's a little... As an observant Jew, Adam gets all his meats at the kosher counter in the cafeteria. Adam can often be found standing at the kosher counter trying to have a conversation with the people working there. Even though there are other people waiting in line, these people are trying to work. Yeah, there's cases are being made, and you're kind of seeing the bigger picture here. One time, Adam was in the library looking for a girl named Emily, who he said was his math tutor. He found Steve and Adam and asked Steve Adam asked Steve if they had seen Emily. Steve had no idea who Emily was and asked Adam what she looked like. The only description Adam provided was that Emily was really hot. Easily an 8 out of 5. She looked like a dancer. Oof, buddy, that's the first thing you notice about a girl? Yikes. One time while in the group of people, a girl said she was going back to her dorm. Adam called out to her, "You're walking back to your dorm alone at night?" Oh, whoa, okay. This kid said, "Have fun getting raped?" He meant it as a joke, but nobody laughed. No. Look, there's a time and place to make a horrible joke, and I love dark humor. But this is not even a joke, buddy. This is like, I know he may like contrive that as being jokey, but that is a very dangerous thing to say to a girl, especially in college with everything that's going on. Let's keep reading this because this guy's really freaking me out. One time while with a group of people, one time Steve was sitting with several people at the university cafeteria. Adam approached him and with no introduction asked, "Did you fuck any of those hot girls lately?" Steve looked confused for a second and just said, "Yes, Adam." Yes. Adam grinned, said, "Nice," and walked away. Oh my lord. I know exactly like the type of person like this, bro. I know like someone who's not as socially inept, but someone who equally would ask this kind of like ridiculous things, and you're like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? Speaking of girls, oh, this isn't end bad. Adam really wants a girlfriend, but girls are repulsed by his smell, weirdness, and creepiness. All things you can change. It has nothing to do with his appearance at all. This is literally by his smell, his weirdness, and creepiness. All things that can be changed. Adam asks out any girl he remotely knows. They all say no. Adam keeps a list in Google documents of all the girls who rejected him. I know it wasn't a hit list or anything like that, but it's still really creepy though. That's very obsessive that you keep a list of girls that rejected you. I would not do that because, you know, something happens to these girls and they find that, you know, you're just going to get blamed. And you're going to get, was that one episode of Supernatural where they blame that one big guy for killing the wife, but it was the husband? I don't know. Let's keep reading. Remember how I mentioned Adam was Jewish? Yes, you mentioned it a lot. He seems to love rubbing that in people's faces. Well, here are some stories involving his religious views and views about Israel. Oh, this is going to be very controversial. Adam fully supports Israel and has a fierce hatred for Palestinians. Yo, okay, you don't need to be such an extremist, buddy. You can support Israel and not hate Palestinians. On one occasion, he talked about having sex before marriage. It is prohibited in Judaism, of course, but it would be okay to have sex with Palestinians because they don't count as people. Yes, he actually said this. Wow. No bueno, papa. No bueno whatsoever. Adam sometimes talks about how how hot Israeli army women are, and says that American army women are always really ugly. Well, he's not wrong. Have you seen the Israeli women that are in the military? Look at Ethan Klein's wife, bro. Hila is such a babe. Like, I definitely believe it. But the only reason why is because I know serving in the military is required for all youth in Israel. You have to serve at least, like, I think 2-3 years, but you can serve non-combatant duty and just, like, you know, do stuff like in base and stuff, or just anything to do with something that you're interested in. I'm not a complete expert on that. If I'm wrong, let me know, but I'm pretty sure they've mentioned that that's how it is. At least Hila has mentioned that. Adam visited Israel once and talks about it all the time. Ooh, it might be interesting to hear about it if he just said it once, but he talks about it all the time. Adam said that he really wanted to move to Israel and everyone encouraged him to do so. If for no reason, then they wouldn't have to deal with him anymore. Of course, I've done the exact same thing. I've known people who I've not liked and said, yo, think I should join the military? I'm like, yeah, bro, you should definitely do that. Or a person at work who I hate and they're like, bro, do you think I should quit and go for a new job? I'm like, yeah, bro, go ahead, go get that new job. Like, dude, if you're talking about it because you want other people's opinions more than one, like if you have a trust knitted circle and they let you know what they like, give an honest answer, that's a good thing. But if you keep asking people, it's because you want to know who wants you to stay and who wants you to go. As I mentioned, Adam and Kevin were roommates. Here are some things that happened when they lived together. According to Kevin, Adam showered every day. This was a very strange considering his smell. Kevin's theory was that although Adam showered, he never washed his sheets, so when he would lay on his bed, the smell absorbed back into him. I don't know how much sense that makes, but it's good as theory as any, I suppose. It also could be said that this man is not washing himself correctly. I mean, you can shower, like, okay, so this is a gross story. So there was a time where I didn't have deodorant for like a week, so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna shower twice a day. That BO smell does not go away because you showered. That smell still lingers because there's a gland that's producing like that sweat and everything, and that doesn't go away with soap. You need something that can like mask that musk. And guess what? That's what deodorant's for. So this probably guy was not wearing deodorant. So showering all day and letting that smell, even though you're cleaning the dirt off of you, that smell still lingers, and that's why people need to wear deodorant. Okay. On the topic of smell, Adam's room smelled awful. Poor Kevin. So much that he failed the room checks the RAs did because of the pungent body odor. Adam said that the smell was not caused by him, but in fact caused by mold. That was obviously not true. Oh, that's gross. Adam had a booby calendar on his wall, which he said his mom had given to him when he went off to college. I'm not really sure if that's true or not. Lying about your mom giving you a booby calendar is just as weird as your mom actually giving you a booby calendar. Yes, it is, because I don't know what mom would do that. In fact, my mom would, if I had boobs in my room, my mom would be like, "Oh, you think you're funny? You think your sisters want to see that? You think your brother wants to see that?" I'm just like, I don't know what you want me to say, woman. Like, I can't have nudie pictures in my room. I can't have booby ladies, because obviously I live with women. Adam had a major crush on a girl named Sarah. He invited her over to his room and she reluctantly agreed. What? Oh, baby, no. Adam wanted Sarah to sit on his bed with him, but she instead sat on Kevin's bed while Kevin was sitting at his desk. Oh, thank God Kevin was there. And she refused to move to Adam's side of the room. Sarah later became Matthew's girlfriend, much of Adam's dismay. Oh, so that's why she wanted to hang out with Adam. It's just, there's that minute in the friend group when there's a girl who likes the homie and she's like, well, let me hang out with his friends and let me get their take on him. So I feel like this is what this chick was doing. Kevin told the story of the one time Adam rolled over in the middle of the night, so he was facing away from Kevin's side of the room. Kevin saw a huge brown stain on the back of Adam's previously white underwear. Okay, Papa, you obviously, there's not enough in the world. That is horrid. There's a lot more to this story. Let's keep going. Sophomore year, Adam was roommates with a guy named Jason. Halfway through the first semester at the party, in fact, Steve and Kevin talked with Jason and convinced him to get a new roommate. How Kevin lasted a whole year with Adam, we may never know. As part of the process, the resident director of the dorm called Steve to her office to talk about Adam. She told the RD about Adam's hygiene and social ineptitude and the list. Jason found a new room to move to, and the school approved the move after talking with Steve. Jason didn't tell Adam that he was moving out though. One day while Adam was in class, Jason, Kevin, and Jack and Steve carried all of Jason's stuff to his new dorm. Smart move. Do it while he's not there. Adam came back and suddenly found Jason was gone. Adam is also a pathological liar. Of course, he has to be at this point. The whole booby calendar thing really told me that this guy was lied about everything. There are many examples of him lying for no reason, but there are here some of the strangest, most notable, and most ludicrous ones. Oh, this is going to be fun. Adam said that he worked at a Jewish summer camp in high school. That part I believe is true. Adam said that at the camp he had an issue with grizzly bears, so he and all the other counselors had to carry guns to fend off the bears. No, if you had an issue with grizzly bears, it's probably because you guys didn't handle it right. Like, people who know when they go camping is you need to hang the food up high so that the bears don't go rummaging through the campfire. They just go up and they try to, pad out the tree on the top. Because if you hang it in the tree, the bear either tries to climb and get the food, or it just leaves because it doesn't have the food smell in the camp area whatsoever. So, if you had a problem with bears plural, then I don't know what to tell you, because that sounds like a lot of bullcrap. Dwight Schrute would have said bears are the most dangerous of the animal kingdom. But let's keep going what he said. So yeah, there are only, what do you say off this? There are only 4 states in the U.S. that have grizzly bears. Yeah, Alaska, Montana, Wyoming, and Idaho. Adam's camp is nowhere near any of those states. Of course, yeah, there you go. Also, who would put a summer camp for kids in a place that has many marauding bears? Exactly, that doesn't make any sense. Adam went to a Jewish school his whole life until he came to college. One day he was talking about how he and a girl named Rachel used to sneak off to the grounds so he could finger her and have anal sex with her. I have no idea if this is true, but Adam said that that was Judaism prohibits vaginal sex before marriage, but nowhere does it say about anal sex is prohibited. As a result of this, Adam said horny Jewish teens go around having anal sex constantly. The issue here was that no woman would ever let Adam's sweaty fingers anywhere near her lady parts, never mind allowing him to put his stubby wiener in her boot. That's funny. Dude, I guarantee that's not a real thing. A Jewish girl named Rachel, though, that sounds about right. Sorry, that's mean to say. But I'm pretty sure it's the equivalent of like I have a girlfriend. She just lives in Canada kind of thing. Because I guarantee if they try to look for her, this guy would freak out and be like, but she doesn't exist anymore, guys. Because if you actually like, this is the worst thing in the world. And girls, if you hear this, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna expose us like this, but let's just say, if there was any like inclination of that we hooked up with a chick, we would definitely look for her. We definitely would show her the Instagram picture, especially her best Instagram picture, to be like, yo, like, check out, this is the chick that I kind of had a thing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that story was true, he would definitely have shown her social media just to like be like, yeah, that's the girl I fingered and put my penis in her wallet. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they would say. Although this guy's skinny, so I can't use a fat voice, so I have to use this voice. Adam said his dad was the CFO of UPS. The CFO of UPS is a guy named Richard Peretz. He was certainly not Adam's father. When called out about this bullshit, Adam changed the story and said his dad works at the UPS. That I find believable. This guy. You know what's funny? I know this video is going long. Let me see how long it's been. Oh wow, 30-minute video. This is gonna be a fun video for you guys, I guess. But you know, you guys enjoy a long neckbeard video since I was late. Funny thing about this guy is he reminds me of that Gumball episode with the kid who just is a huge pathological liar to the point where like they have to decipher everything he says. And he's like, oh, I helped the president move, and he's like, so your dad took you to the store? Yeah, basically that's what I said. They're like, how? One day when someone commented on how sweaty he looked, Adam justified his sweating by saying he had finished running 6 miles. Adam gets out of his breath walking up the stairs. Satan stands a better chance of having a snowball fight than Adam does making it 6 miles without kneeling over. There was a look of get a load of this guy around the group before Steve piped up and said, Adam, if we add up all the running you've ever done in your life, it still wouldn't come up to 6 miles. Adam insisted that he loved running, to which Steve offered to have Adam come running with him. Adam refused, citing some made-up excuse. Of course he did. Of course he did. The biggest cappers always have excuse for everything. Despite considering himself a very smart, Adam is not doing very well in his engineering classes, in addition to actual tutor provided by the school. Adam harassed Steve and Jack to tutor him, despite the fact that Adam was willing to pay. Steve and Jack eventually decided that it wasn't worth it. Adam got more desperate, and I will provide the text message that Adam had sent to Steve and shared it around. Well, everyone, you can find it here. There were several noticeable. Ooh, let's read that text message. Let's read this. Got him to push homework to December 1st. For homework 8 seconds, I finished all 8. For homework 8 second, I finished all the physics homework, so I won't be needing your services. Cool. How old are you at the dynamics, if you wouldn't mind? I know that you probably will say no, but I would love for you to tutor me in dynamics. It would be creep on her, and I'll pay you $15 an hour. Let me rephrase that. I am willing to pay you $15 an hour if you help me with dynamics, please. I really need your help, and I know that you're good at math, doing well, and whatnot. Okay, is this all the text message? Oh, there's more. Oh no, that's it. That's actually it. Wow. I'll put that in the thing as well. Several noticeable events involving tutoring. During freshman year, Adam managed to get into Steve's dorm and went to ask him a question. Adam put his laptop on Steve's bed, and Steve knelt down to see what Adam was showing him. This put Steve at nose level Adam's nether regions, giving him a face full of Adam's signature stench. Steve recoiled and insisted in suggesting that they go to the library to work on it. On a different occasion, Adam got into Jack's dorm building and went to ask him a question. Adam knocked on Jack's door, but Jack, who realized it was, didn't answer. Adam then attempted to pick the lock with a mechanical pencil. A mechanical pencil. But here's the real kicker. The door wasn't locked. There was just nothing stopping Adam from just opening it. If that makes sense. When Adam was tutoring by either Steve or Jack, he liked to derail the conversation by talking about Israel. Steve said that on one occasion he had been with Adam for 2 hours and a half, half of which was taken up by Adam rambling. Adam had no issue paying Steve for the full 2 hours, as it was not his money, it was his parents' money. There are countless stories of Adam and they're worth remembering, but here I was able to hit the high points. Thankfully, due to COVID-19 restrictions, people haven't been seeing nearly much of him as recently. That is, unless they have have in-person classes with him. Like I said, this is still going on, so if there are more noticeable stories, I'll be sure to make another post. Until then, goodbye, and thank you for reading. Thank you, guys. And I'm sorry this video has gone long enough, guys. We're at a 30-minute video. I guess this will be a fun little 30-minute video of us talking about neckbeard stuff. But it was a fun video. I had a great time. I actually really enjoyed this video. I feel like I haven't done neckbeard tales of in a long time, so this is fun to do it. I kind of lagged on doing it, so I'll count this as 2 videos. That way, I don't have to do one this week, and you guys get much more content. You guys get more bang for your buck. You know what I mean? So, anyways, guys, this is your boy Poppy Wolf saying peace. And goddamn, Adam the Neckbeard sounds exhausting. Lates.